Hey there, creepy peeps. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome back. If you've been here before, today is going to be another come with me review for Midsommar. I am so freaking excited to see this movie. Seriously. I think most people are. I mean, if you loved Hereditary, I think you're pretty excited to see this movie. Maybe also if you didn't love Hereditary, you're excited to see this movie. Maybe this just seems more interesting to you. I don't know. And I managed to not see a single trailer for this movie. I say this every time now. Was I specifically avoiding it? No, but I did start to see them more frequently, like on YouTube, like skippable ads and things like that, like this past week. And I just figured, like, I was so close to seeing it, like, why potentially ruin it now with the trailer? So, you know, I guess maybe like the last 2 days I was kind of avoiding the trailers. But so, I mean, I can't hide it. I'm really excited to see it. It's not how I prefer to go into movies. I know that sounds like a downer sort of thing to say, but in case, you know, like in case it's not good, I don't want my hopes up too high, but I can't help it. I'm hyped for this. Like, I'm really hyped for this. Let's go see Midsommar, finally! So while you are waiting for me to get out of the theater, I will give you a quick little plot summary of Midsommar. It is written and directed by Ari Aster and follows a young couple who travel to Sweden to visit their friend's rural hometown and attend its Midsummer festival. What begins as an idyllic retreat quickly descends into an increasingly violent and bizarre competition at the hands of a pagan cult. I was hoping I wasn't gonna have to turn on the air, but it's 9:15 at night and it's 93 degrees outside. Welcome to Florida. All right, guys, you already know how it be. Sorry. I like drinking cherry ices. Let's leave it at that. All right, I just got out of Midsommar.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Wow. I now feel like maybe it wasn't the best idea to watch the movie and then immediately come out and try and film a review, because I feel like I'm just not that good of a movie reviewer that I can come up with something profound and articulate to say about this movie. I liked it. I definitely liked it. I mean, if you liked Hereditary, I feel like you're gonna like this one. You kind of already know the style that this is going to be in. I feel like this movie lays on the paganism a whole lot thicker than in Hereditary. In Hereditary, I feel like it was more subtle and a lot at the end. Like at the end, you were kind of like, oh. I think you probably could have told from the trailer. Again, I didn't actually watch the trailers, so I don't know. But I feel like the posters and stuff, which I did see, kind of clue you in that this is very pagan. And also the name of the movie, Midsommar, which is it's the summer solstice, and it's a, you know, day of observance for pagans and anything that falls under the umbrella of paganism. It is very apropos in the movie. Midsommar, like I said, is the summer solstice. That's the longest day of the year. And this movie, with the exception of like 1 or 2 scenes, takes place completely during the day. Everything's happening in broad daylight. All the clothes everybody's wearing are white, lots of bright flowers. Everything's just bright, and everything about the color palette of this movie screams anything other than a horror movie. But I kind of dug it though. Like, I was chatting with my friend who I went to go see the movie with, and he was talking about that, how everything was during the day. And I'm like, yeah, but I thought, like, isn't that interesting that it all happens during the day? Because in a horror movie, as soon as it becomes nighttime, as soon as the lights go out, you're instantly thinking, okay, something terrifying is going to happen. But this one, there's very few night scenes or even dark scenes. It's all during the daytime, and I felt like that kind of worked really well to leave you on your toes. Like, So because there was I feel like a lot of the normal horror movie cues that would tell you something scary or f***ed up is about to happen were gone. Everything was just in the broad daylight, and so you didn't know what was gonna happen when. And I thought that made the experience a whole lot more terrifying. Because my horror senses meant jack shit in this movie. The characters, I thought were okay. I mean, our main character, Danny, is really who we're focused on. Her story is very much like a story of rebirth. I'm not gonna give away anything that happens, like her specific story. Everything that happens is kind of just a rebirth of sorts. So I did like that. The other characters I thought were I don't mean like their performances, but I wasn't really invested in any of the other characters besides Danny, but you probably weren't supposed to be anyway. The score was amazing. A lot of vocals, and I love that. I said that in my review of Godzilla King of the Monsters, sorry. I'm a chorus nerd. I've always been a chorus nerd, so any soundtrack that has a lot of vocals and a lot of choral bits in it. This one wasn't exactly choral, I would say, but a lot of vocalizations, and I love that. I love that. And it gives it, you know, it just adds to the pagan feel of the movie because it's like chanting. So I also liked that obviously this is taking place in Sweden. I think that's pretty obvious from the trailer and the plot summaries that you can find online. There are a lot of characters going around speaking Swedish, and I thought it was an interesting choice to not include subtitles for a lot of the stuff that they were saying. And that could have just been because it wasn't vital information that we needed to know. Another character translated right after, but for all we know, that other character could have been translating it differently than what the person actually said. And I just felt it helped to put you in the shoes of these foreign characters who are thrust not only into a different country, but a completely different culture. It's not like they went to, you know, it's not like they went to Stockholm or like a large city in Sweden. They were out in a rural, isolated part of the country. So it's like even more far removed from civilization. So I think that helped, that added to it, that there were just sometimes the Swedish characters were speaking and you don't know what they're saying. And then again, it puts you on the edge of your seat because it's like, I feel like when you're watching a horror movie, you want to know what's going on. And so it makes you more uncomfortable when you don't. Yeah, that's all I can really say without giving away spoilers. And I don't know, I feel like I would much rather do another video on this at a later time, after maybe I've had a chance to watch the movie 1 or 2 more times and really digest it, because I feel like it would just be me explaining what the spoilers are, not really talking about them. So I think I'm gonna hit you guys back up with another review of this maybe in like a week or 2. That'll be spoiler filled, so most people will have hopefully had time to watch it. And I'll talk spoilers and really like dive into it, because I feel like I definitely want to watch this at least one more time. Overall, I thought it was quite a beautiful film, and definitely everything that I would expect after seeing Hereditary. Maybe not quite as dark, literally and figuratively speaking, but more perverse. I feel like this movie is a lot more perverse, and that's if I had to describe it in a word. So yeah, it was what I was looking for. So I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 as of right now. Who knows, maybe down the line that'll change. On IMDb, and this is a Thursday night, just for reference, as of right now on Thursday night, it has an 8 out of 10 on IMDb. It has a 81% critic score on Rotten Tomatoes, and that's out of 189 reviews, and a 71% audience score, and that's out of 585 reviews. And then on Letterboxd, it also has a 4 out of 5. For those of you that I follow on Letterboxd, if you follow me on Letterboxd, I will follow you back. So quite a few of you have seen it. Wow. And it looks like a lot of 4 out of 5s, 4.5, 3.5, 4, 5, a 2.5, a 3 here or there. But for the most part, yeah, it looks like almost everybody has given it a 4 or 5 stars. So wow. Wow, okay. I've already seen Midsommar. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about it. Just please be respectful of spoilers. Yeah. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here. Become a Creepy Peep today. I post videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and you can ring that notification bell down there to be notified every time I post a video, even though it doesn't always work. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay strange. Bye! This video is brought to you by all these lovely creepy patron peeps that you see listed on the left-hand side of the screen. If you want to find out the perks to being a creepy patron peep, you can follow that link that is in the description of this video. No pressure, but it's there if you want to check it out. Thanks for watching. Bye!